Done focusing now? Okay. Usually most of the stuff on my channel is geared towards how to do stuff, technical, how to, and a little of this and that. So right now I'm reaching the 200 video mark, and I'm starting to think that I should get into some other different topics because I have a lot of stuff to share. I've been around like a donut. I know a lot of stuff. I think I have a lot of good, valuable knowledge to share with all you people out there. So unfortunately, I didn't have somebody to show me the ropes and how to educate myself and get better and be successful at doing things. But I did find a way with hard work and devotion to, get a lot accomplished in my career. Here I am. It'll be 42 years in March. Getting old. Getting bold. Starting to get old and ugly. But anyway, I do have 2 successful eBay stores. I did have besides an online presence, which I've been doing now for 12 years, going on 13. I did eBay and stuff online when people were like, eBay, what? And it really wasn't very fashionable back then, but now, 2 eBay stores, full-time, a whole crew, warehouse, office, secretary, assistant, phones, fax, you name it, man, a whole bit. I did come from humble beginnings. I did work, starting the car shows. I did flea markets, man. I did it all. I've worked here, I've worked there. I had a lot of experience. So, going forward, at least I was intelligent enough to bail out of the retail end when I did. And that was a good thing, going into 2007 when the whole world, the whole market, and the financial world as a whole basically came to a crash. That's when I really started to get serious with doing online business, and that was really the successful next step for me to go forward. But to cut to the chase, I'm rambling. I wanted to share a little tidbit of information that I use myself, and I think I'll be very valuable for some of you guys if you're in a similar situation I am. Now, I am a big eBay guy. I love eBay. I always have enjoyed doing eBay. It's not quite as fun as it used to be back when Meg Whitman was in charge. That was the good old days, when you could do whatever you want. It was like yeehaw. But things go on, things become more complicated and everything, but still eBay does bring home the bacon. But what I wanted to share with you is that aside from eBay, and with eBay, you have eBay fees, which to me are painful. So I think in these days, the most valuable type of information I could share to someone else like myself trying to get by and make a good living and a good presence online is a little trick here and there that I use. Now, when I cut off, I'm going to go to a screenshot and I'm going to show you that I have 2 eBay stores. I'm also going to show you what's something called a Prostores, which is Prostores is this kind of like a side company from eBay. It's owned by eBay, not managed. It's actually not managed the greatest. I think the more you pay them, the better service you can expect. And I recently just went from the El Cheapo $29.99 plan to the unlimited plan, which is about $80. And I got to tell you, man, it's been such a good deal for me, man, because eBay fees, with an auction or something like that, you're looking at 7.5%, something like that. Store or fixed price items, you can get up into the 10%. With your PayPal fees, you're looking at hefty stuff, man, 12, 13%. That's a lot of money. It's big money. I don't like paying a lot of big money. I like to keep all my money. So Prostores, on the other hand, lately is really doing good, man, because eBay is actually doing some advertising out there. They got an online presence. For a long time, after they stopped that Get It, they had some advertising thing they had doing on TV and radio. It was kind of retarded, but now they got a whole new thing. It's all over the TV, cable, satellite, it's all over. And it's getting a lot of good SEO onto this Prostores. So I got to tell you, even if I took the $79 that I spend a month for Prostores, think about it. If you do $790 in eBay business, 10% of that, that's your $79. Anything over and above that, you keep. Prostores sale, you're looking at under 2%, whereas eBay, you're going 7 to 10. So do you want to pay, figure it high, 10%, or do you want to pay 2%? No brainer for me. So take a look at what I got going on, see if it works for you. And I definitely think anybody these days doing eBay, look into pro stores, man. It's a good bang for the buck. Didn't always used to be, but it is. Okay, so like I was saying, if you have a regular eBay store like me, this here is my main site, which goes under the username Martin Hod, and this this store currently has 5,732 different SKUs that I'm selling in it right now. So that's enough, I think. So, but this one here is not attached to my second account, which is this one here. This one goes by a different name. It's called Let's Go Sales. The other one's the store name is Let's Go Electronics. So you see where I'm going with it. So if you have your main store and you're trying to push your name Let's Go Electronics, which it is for me, then I have this second site here, Let's Go Sales. But to take it to the next level and where you can really start making that money, and this is the trick that I wanted to share today, is take that main account, that Martin Hot account of Let's Go Electronics, my store, okay? You got 5,700 and change, okay? All these items. Now these items are searchable within eBay. eBay is doing some pretty good advertising. I will give it to them. They weren't always that good. They've been kind of cheap, but nowadays they're really spending money on Google, Bing. They're putting some real good money, and they're putting their money where their mouth is as far as advertising goes. So for me, you know, kudos for eBay. They're doing good by sellers. I don't know if they do just good things for top-rated sellers, above average sellers, or what the hell the story is. But all I can say is that they're doing really well. So if you just do generic searches on Google, you know, for regular plain old SEO, I'm coming up left and right. So that really helps my eBay sales, of course. But with eBay sales comes with eBay final value fees, which is not so good. Okay? Now for me, my average sales, you know, they go into the double six figures per month. So my fees are like crazy. If I showed you a screen with my bill, you know, you'd be like astonished. So what I'm trying to do now is put some of my efforts into my pro stores, and I'll show you what that looks like. Now this one is my other site. This is my letsgoelectronics.com. This is what I call my main you know, flagship site, or I guess you'd call it. You know, this is where I do all my manual processing. This is where all the bigger ticket items and the specialty stuff that I sell, stuff like that I can't really sell on eBay, you know, for copyright reasons, trademark reasons, because manufacturers get uptight with pricing, you know, stuff like that. So it's another avenue for me to use to get my products out there. So now, you know, you got one place online, two places online, three places online, and now we got this one, which is Let's Go Sales. Now, although there's a lot of Let's Go's going on, you know, Let's Go Sales gets all its products from my main account, where I had the 5,700 items. This website, every single day, every time I do new listings, whatever I do, gets mirrored in here. But when I do a sale, I'm not paying eBay fees. So, for instance, if I go into my main account and I type in, like I just know I listed some Kenwood stuff, and they all start with a KDC prefix, like a KDC-648 or BT648U for whatever reason. I'm just going to type in KDC, search, and you see I got 32 search results in my main eBay account for the prefix KDC, which is all Kenwood stuff, as you can see. Parts, complete receivers, GPSs, and whatever. Now, if I go to my pro stores, which is importing all those same items from eBay, type in the same stuff, KDC, we got 31. Okay, it's not 32. Obviously, somebody just came along and bought something. You know, like I said, it does run 24 hours behind eBay, but that's okay. You know what? Now, if I sold this item, well, not that one because it's 99 cents, it's an auction, but this one here, 109 bucks, that's a $10 bill for a final value fee. Sell the same thing here on Let's Go Sales, we're talking about $1, people. That's the savings. And not only that, but it puts your name out in front of the people. It gives you extra SEO or search engine optimization if you're not that computer literate. online. So if someone's looking for something, they might find you here. Or if someone calls up and says, well, yeah, I want to order this from you, or an eBay customer, you could take that same person and say, well, you know what? Instead of that, go to this site, letsgosales.com, buy the same thing, and that other thing you need will get you that. I can use this other site as a tool to place the order. And again, the bottom line that I'm trying to put to you guys is saving money on those fees. And not only that, but you're putting your phone number out there. They have a link where they can put into their favorites if they want to do online chat, talk to, the girl that works here, all these kinds of things. It's all right here. So if you take all these different tools like I'm showing you, you can really have yourself a really good kick-ass, web presence. And that's really what it's about these days. You can't just do one thing and expect to be successful. You need to diversify, just like your mom probably told you when you were little, or anybody that does your finances. Everybody says the same kind of thing. You know what? That never gets tired. It's always good advice. So I hope this little tidbit does help you out. If you're going to go ahead and get a Prostores website, I'm not that I'm selling it. It's not what I do. I'll show you where you go at. Just go right here, I'm sorry, I should go into the URL bar, Prostores.com. I know that they also offer deals for guys who are big eBay sellers, so if you're a bronze or a platinum, titanium seller, whatever your story is, you give them a holler. These guys are pretty good about it. You set up your site. It's really not that bad. So give it a try. Check it out, man.